almost 6 years, I finally moved to Jakarta, Indonesia to take up what at the time of recording this video I will call a dream job. In this video, I'm going to talk about my journey or our journey moving from Hanoi through Saigon to Jakarta, Indonesia, some insights at the Jakarta International Airport, my first impressions about living here, my first impressions at my current school, and this place actually is the rooftop of the apartment my current school got me. Let's get this video started. Flight was scheduled for 6 a.m. 16th January from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh or Saigon. But because our final destination was Jakarta, I thought our first flight would be from the international terminal of the Hanoi International Airport in Hanoi. So we first booked a taxi to the international terminal, and we realized we had to go to the domestic terminal, and we were lucky enough to get there in time, and we were checked in, and then we took our flight from Hanoi International Airport to the Saigon airport, and it took about 2 hours for this. Because we had a baby moving with us, checking in wasn't a really difficult problem. Our visas were checked for some time, and then eventually we got into the flight, and then we moved to Saigon. So in Saigon, we had to go through immigration because we were flying out of the country. So we went through immigration, we went through security check, and it took about 30 minutes to 1 hour because the queue was very long. But eventually we got into the flight, and it took about 3 hours to fly from Saigon to the airport in Jakarta. I think it is the Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. I'll get the name right on the screen, but that is where we landed in Jakarta. Our flight landed in Terminal 3 of the Jakarta Airport around 2 p.m. Thursday, 16th of January. And we had to walk from Terminal 3 to Terminal 1. That took about 15 minutes because we were moving with a baby. It was tiring, but it had an advantage. When we got to the luggage claim, we spent less than 5 minutes to get all our luggage. So I think that is a plus. After getting our luggages, we went through the immigration. The immigration, our experience there was great. They just took our passports. They took the passports from me and our visa documents. And they checked, and then they just allowed us in. From there, we went through customs. And before you get to customs, you would have declared the items or the luggage you are bringing to Jakarta, Indonesia. So I already did that the previous day. So we just showed the QR code to the custom officer, and he let us in within 1 minute. Another thing we also did at the airport was registering the IMEI of our phones. If you want to bring a phone you purchased overseas to use in Indonesia, if you want to use it for a long time, I think if you want to use it for more than 90 days, you would have to register the IMEI, and then you would have to pay some fees if the price of the phone is above $500. I also did that registration the day before we got to the registration points, and because we had a baby, we had to jump the queue because our baby was crying, and that was very generous of those who were registering and those who were already in line. So they registered us. We paid. I registered my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the price at the time of recording for this video was less than $500. So I didn't pay anything for that. But my wife's iPhone 13 Pro Max was valued at around $550. So we paid 40% of $50, and that is around how much? $20. Yeah. So that is how much we paid in Indonesian rupiah. I paid with a Visa card. So if you have a Visa card, you can pay in that. Or if you had already changed money into Indonesian rupiah, you pay the equivalent amount. So after getting our IMEI registered, we went out of the airport, and we were, picked up by one of the staff members of my current school. Our head of science picked me up at the airport, and it was a very nice experience. We were ushered into the school bus or the school minibus. They had drivers, or he had drivers, and then some to help pack our bags into the car. And it was a very nice experience. And we drove about 1 hour from the airport to our current apartment. Again, this is the rooftop of the apartment the school found me. And the apartment we got is a very big one. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment. Maybe in the future, I'll take you to a tour in the apartment. But it's a very big apartment, and I think that is quite generous of the school. But the whole experience about we being picked up at the airport is a very good one, and I wish anybody watching this video will get to experience that. And my initial impressions about the school, I will say it is nothing short of great. In fact, ever since I got a job from August 29th to date, they've always kept me in the loop. They kept in touch with what is going on in the school, with a whole lot of stuff, and it's been nothing short of great. I think I'm a very lucky person to have gotten this job, because most of the things I'm experiencing in the school are things I could only dream or imagine. So far, I can say that the cost of food here in Kemang, Jakarta, Indonesia, is relatively cheaper compared to the food we used to buy in Hanoi, Vietnam. Specifically, baby diapers and baby milk that we used to buy in Vietnam is more expensive compared to the prices of baby diapers and then the milk we've bought here for our baby. So yeah, I can confidently say that. And the life here in Jakarta is not so different from that in Vietnam. Traffic is pretty similar, except they drive on the right-hand side of the road compared to Vietnam driving on the left-hand side of the road. And the apps that are commonly used in Vietnam are also used here. We've used Grab, which we used to use back in Hanoi, Vietnam. There's Lazada here, there's Shopee here, and things are pretty similar. But the cost of internet here is relatively more expensive compared to the cost of internet in Hanoi, Vietnam. And I can confidently say that Jakarta is a city of malls. There are so many malls scattered around Jakarta. And hopefully in the future, I'll get time to explore some of these malls and then, just let you guys know what is happening here in Jakarta. So basically, I can say that my first impressions about Jakarta has been nothing short of amazing, but it is too early to judge. But so far, I'm enjoying my stay here. The locals here are very friendly. If you think Vietnamese people are nice, you should try Jakarta people. They are extremely nice and then polite, just a little bit more than that of Vietnamese people. So I can say I am really enjoying this place. I'm yet to play football. So again, like I said, these are just my first impressions, but I've already joined some WhatsApp groups that play football. So I'll be playing football, and again, in the future, I'll be telling you my experience in that. But so far, I would say so good. So this has been my first impressions about Jakarta, Indonesia. I don't know if you've lived here for long or if you have plans of living here. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments. And if you've not subscribed yet, I would appreciate you subscribe, you like, and then share this video. Until the next time, you take care. Happy New Year once again. Bye-bye. Peace.